I started playing in mid-7th grade. So I had recently just quit soccer and volleyball, so I just wanted to try something different. I played goalie. I personally really like it because when I first joined I thought it'd be a lot more like boys lacrosse, so I wanted to be somewhere more aggressive. Plus I've always kind of liked the leader dynamic of it, of kind of help control the defense around me and communicating with people, because I feel like it is a really big essential role with being on D, is hearing everyone and communicating with everybody else. Plus I'd already played goalie in soccer, so it was more of a muscle memory already set in my brain. Playing in just high school, I realized really quick freshman year just doesn't showcase you enough. So I joined 2 travel club teams, and they really helped me kind of go to all those really good tournaments. I went to Sandstorm, which is a really huge recruiting tournament in Coachella Valley, and it's every big club team from around the whole country goes, and it's you get to be showcased and stuff. And it was just really tough because I'd email all these coaches, and then I started to realize that coaches don't really check their normal email. So then I had to sign up for NCSA, which is Nets College Student Athlete Program. And once I got on there, it's I just kept getting email after email being okay, we want you, or we want you to fill out our questionnaires and stuff. And it's I didn't really realize how many steps there were until I joined there, because then I realized that there were the questionnaires, and the different divisions were really essential and stuff, and I didn't want to have too much of a time commitment, so that's why I did decide to go D2. But overall it was a really long process, which is why I started really early, and I didn't want to wait till senior year to figure that all out. So it was just a really long process, but once it's all done, it's the most relieving and validating thing ever. A really big thing for me was I had to figure out what I wanted to study first, and it's just really hard as a freshman or sophomore being okay, I need to set this in stone, because if you want to get committed somewhere that you really want to, it's really slim pickings later on. I didn't want to wait till senior year. So as a freshman or sophomore, I had to decide what I wanted to study, where what coast I wanted to go to, or if I wanted to kind of stay central, what kind of weather I liked, and I needed to be committing for this for the school and not for the coach. That's a huge thing, is it's you don't want to commit somewhere for the coach, because if they quit, you don't want to be stuck somewhere that you don't want to be because the coach left. But also I just really wanted to go out of state, and it's with out of state tuition being so increased, it was really nice being able to find somewhere where I was able to get academic, athletic, and a housing waiver. All those scholarships was really nice, because now my tuition is going to be almost half of what in-state tuition would be. Well, I'm going to study exercise science, so I want to be a PT. I have thought about minoring in coaching, because I found out that while I am in college, while I'm doing that minor, I can work with the trainer, and I can also go help coach the high school there in town. So I would think that was really fun, when I do go to get my master's or my grad or something, that I could go to a school and I could be an assistant coach for a college team, which I think would be super fun. I feel I'll still really miss that whole dynamic of sports and being with teams and stuff.